mildly amusing how, like, Gim Cookie, even in his title scene where he's fighting and exhausting evil spirits that want to eat him, is like still so relaxed, you know? Bro really just doesn't care. Like, he's just halfway sleeping all the time, and sometimes he wakes up a little bit more to fight some monsters, and then he goes back to sleep again and being tired. Me for real, honestly. And if the game would work, that would be really cool too. Cause it's not like my Wi-Fi is that bad. Hey, speaking of which, well, there was custom ROMs for you. It's mildly buggy, but there's that. It's just a game. Anyways, let's take a look at our events. Daily gifts for Gim Cookie. Mixed up donut ball. Fairy tales are back. Haunting tale mission for Yakgwa village here. Mastery missions for treasures. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then of course you always have that little thing down at the bottom. You have our title event for Yakgwa village yet again. Custom runs, Champions League, Grand Champions League, guild runs, and that's kind of it. You know, you play them to get rewards, and yeah, do well, man. Now this is Gim Cookie. Let's just level this dude up to max first and see. Fine. Honestly, for once, I actually quite like. I'm actually going to use something that's like gonna put this here. Yeah, this is so me, man. Like, honestly, I quite like it. Anyways, this is, you know, Gim Cookie's magic candy. You get more points. You know, it's the usual thing, I suppose. Let's take a look at the ingredients used to make it first. Now, crispy Gim talisman. The Gim talisman is even tastier when roasted. It'll burst into flames when a monster appears. Well, it's your usual supernatural talisman, so don't gotta worry about that. Now let's take a look at his story. Even the leader of all pesky ghosts quake and quiver at the sight of the exorcist Gim Cookie, famous for driving out the mean gluttonous goblin that terrorized the Five Greens village, and the shadow monster. They say Gim Cookie was able to boost his spirit energy by roasting each and every sheet of Gim and placing it onto the door at noon, a time when the energy is the most potent. Perhaps it's because the whole process is too tedious, but Gim Cookie is always yawning and uninterested even when monsters attack. He'll sometimes even take a nap over fighting them. But when he hears the screams of Cookie, the fearless Gim Cookie's eyes flash open and he throws his powerful Gim talisman. All monsters better start fleeing when they hear the rustling of Gim Cookie's veil. Quite like his design, honestly. I love it. I would love to wear something like that one day. Kinda reminds me of Hanfu. And the little like knot hanging at the side reminds me of something I made once, so there's that. The Ember Goblin, Goblin Wisp, was telling in a long forgotten furnace. He loved to make bats of Cookie and one day lost to Jim after failing to start a fire. Winning the bet and the Goblin Wisp respect, Gim Cookie earned a loyal sidekick. In reality, the pet unintentionally gets on Gim Cookie's nerve with its endless chatter nagging. But once a sidekick, always a sidekick. Well, there was someone who was very annoyed there, as you can see. Seems that Gim Cookie isn't very satisfied with his little self-volunteered sidekick of his, but you know, it is what it is. Sidekicks are sidekicks and they will stick with you to the end. Now this is his skill. You throw talismans and you can kind of just shoot him out like a machine gun. And the big one at the end comes from your magic candy. So there's that. There's quite a lot of bear jellies that I see here. Probably a bear jelly treasure would be good. Probably the ghost bear treasure. And now I actually quite, like I said before, I quite like Gim Cookie. I've always loved the designs, and especially like, I don't personally believe in, well, you know, the paranormal or whatever. Like, I'm more agnostic than anything else. But I quite like the designs for like these kind of shamanistic clothing because I just think it's so cool. But then again, I can't tell if I actually really like the design. or I just have a flair for things that are very, like, how do you call it, very wispy in a sense. It's kind of why I like Hanfu, you know, it's very sort of like cloudy, gives that sort of aerial feeling. I like long sleeves and things that kind of unnecessarily, like, fancy, kind of like this whole outfit here, or Jim Cookie or Gim Cookie. Probably just made a bunch of people mad by mispronouncing his name, but it's fine, guys. You all, and each and every one of you can be unhappy now, because I pronounce his name in every single way possible, so that I can target every single demographic. Make each and every one upset, baby. I mean, ghost culture that's also in my country has never really been a big thing. Like, I imagine it's due to a number of reasons too. Like, partly because of our schools, you know, the limited space, our education system, you know, the culture here, that kind of thing. Like talking about ghosts in schools or whatever has always been more of a, I would assume more of a stay in other countries, like maybe Japan, Korea, you know, like the Americas or something. Cause I've never really had it in my country, so I wouldn't really understand either. But I do find it quite cool. Sometimes I do wish that we actually had stories like that, you know. It would be fun. But we don't. We just have stress and rising costs, and that's all it is, honestly. Oh my god, I did just spend this whole time complaining, huh, did I? Anyways, pretty cute looking, honestly. Quite like him. If you take a look, you can actually see he has a little costume in the gacha here. So let's just take a look at that. Let's just draw one, I suppose. Now, Black Garlic Cookie also seems to have gotten a little buff along with her own special costume, so look out for that if you want to too. Now, I actually quite like all these costumes, especially because I guess they're just steeped in culture. I just like seeing that kind of thing. And then you have this little thing at the bottom here, so remember to play, and that's it. Thanks for watching and love ya.